a third difference from Jovi.
Yes,
What
yes,
are we
yes.
seeing here
Oh
from
my
GE?
God.
Oh, I am so excited that they're bringing out the triple senti out of GE. They really want to counter PRX. They're bringing out the deadlock. They're bringing out the Sage to be able to delay as much as possible. I am so excited for this.
Wow. Only one to maybe hold off the B side would be Javi, but he does have a trip supporting.
Yeah, it's going to have to be this first half that looks good for GE. They are on the defense now, so they're going to have to maximize. Autumn, surely caught out, but he does very well to get himself the 1-for-1. The ball's going to go up. So entry into C-side will be denied.
30 seconds
Get deeper
left.
into this game. Here's the push now on to A. Crystal pushed away, but Patman standing and delivering just for the one. Crystal now needs to put something together and can't do it. A side taken.
Now a lot of space off of it as well. Something just continuing to hold down the lines. Maybe you push all the way up through into spawn.
Just a contact play, timing looking great here for something, and Envy providing a distraction. Something usually so clean on the pistol, whipping a couple of shots, whipping a lot of shots. But it's okay, because Envy is there for the triple in the round, and PRX win themselves.
I mean, already the idea kind of looks fun and pretty good against PRX. But when PRX are just still walking into sites like that, you know, all these really kind of, you just think about that another time. You know, this is one of those where they just had all the, with Crystal's ultimates, he's on to stabilize round after round. Meanwhile for GE, I want to say at least they get some points. They get one gun away, although it wasn't a big gun.
GE a bit more proactive on this defense. Yunatan going to try to push his way forward, but it's Autumn that will strike first onto G.
Just come over, and that's exactly what G intends to do.
Yeah, you can't play too slowly here. Rex, don't worry about it. A headshot will be the difference maker there as Crystal's just plucked out of the round. A-side taken. You've got a very, very late lurk from Devi.
Spike planted.
Too late.
Maybe too late. I think that's a lot of ground to cover. But Envy, just the 1-for-1. Something has got to make sure that he does not fall here, because that could really bring this round back into an awkward position. Got that push available, and there is Devi able to strike. So it was better late than never in the end. And it looks like PRX should be getting through this round, but we'll see what Javi can do. Walks his way in on his A side, but it's not going to work out this time around. It's just
The most PRX thing. Starting off against the back foot, they might have gone down to the opening picks. But for all of GE's util and plans, it doesn't matter if something just swings, takes down Crystal. And then after this round, though, you don't imagine it's going to be too much. They're just trying to clash against PRX around rubble. Oh, okay.
I was going to clear it out as well, so they are aware at this point that PRX have exited.
Could be okay. Maybe some kill.
Jing! Oh no! Showstopper will be neutralized. Envy trying to hold the line at this point, but I don't know that there's too much that he can do about it. Of course, Jing done, and Harvey in from behind as well. GE, they just steal around out of nowhere.
Oh, slap my tail and call me wrong, Jordan. Affords him a second, well, another gun picked up by GE. But ultimately, what comes down to it is, even though Jing pulled out that showstopper, just the ult from the deadlock puts him into the coffin, and that brings all the initiative back towards the team. And you can
Yeah, but it's good to see some signs of life for GE early on in the piece. Once again, a faster play from PRX out Rubble. It is something in Jing that are leading the charge, and kind of like what I was saying, does it really matter if you've got this fancy wall, that fancy wall? If they can just go over the top of it, PRX are still going to be able to pick the pace up, and that's exactly what they've done in this round. GE are fighting, but they are not winning.
They are just bruised up right now. Or C, perhaps at some point. It's just difficult. I think you really need to position the Sentinels just right. Otherwise, fancy walls will be just that. Fancy, and that's it. Really has to be. Because if not, I mean, PRX is just going to run the same thing again. I mean, the round there is just dropped, and instantly you have both duelists shoving it all the way up. One out towards stairs.
Could be something in this one for GE if they get the right timing on the push. There's two players waiting for it, but that's two frags waiting for Harvey. And GE are back in a big way for round number 6.
And it's Crystal.
An MV. try to put this one together. It's a decent start. Costs a bit of HP on Envy, but they are finding their kills, and PRX are one of the best teams at putting these kinds of rounds together. A 2vx starts to feel doable as it's now back down to just the 2-on-2. Paranoia pushing through, but Envy can still see, and he will buy some time for Jing to recover for a third. No, GE, no, not like this. A 2v1 now for Autumn to try and put it together, but that is criminal.
They were trying to set up the best possible time to retake. Go off of the flash on the Omen altogether. Sharp shots are sharp shots, but PRX has them too. And as soon as you try to step back in the baby door, PRX greets you right around the corner. This time again, 4-1 in towards A site.
Really surprised we haven't had a timeout just yet for GE. I think they need it. But I suppose they don't have much in this round to really work with, so might not get too much value out of it coming into round 7. They're looking a bit rattled on the stage, I have to say.
You really want to look to the coaching, but it doesn't feel as though you have the opportunity to do that. Jing still holding into position. That's going to be a gun now. But PRX has the C site. I mean, these two teams, you think about it again. PRX, the initial pioneers of the double duelist. GE now playing something that looks batshit crazy. Triple Sentinel.
Map 2, it's also not working here for GE. So I'm not convinced, certainly. Forsaken doesn't know how close he is to a bullet in the side of the head. Harvey actually does get Forsaken. GE have been more competitive in these weird rounds than anywhere else. But now it's on the shoulders of Autumn. Solo again against 2. He couldn't do it in the last round, and he is really waiting down the clock here. Catches something. I think he's timed himself out of this round. Davai waiting. And gets the freebie in the back of the head. So PRX up 6-1. And yeah, points for trying something different here as GE, but
for whatever reason, you know, you have to think some kind of a mental thing as well up to these duels. But when PRX are just feeling that fiery, that relentless, round after round. A big TP from Forsaken has a lot of information now. They're trying to get a couple of pot shots through, but GE...
What I'm talking about, something brings it back to a 4v4. You've now got the B site, and you've got all that information off the back of the Seekers as well. Flag goes down. Nightfall doesn't quite connect onto any of those PRX players, so they're feeling pretty okay about things. And Davai again is on the late lurk. He's on the flank. He's been doing that all game long. Paranoia, not a problem. Something covering things off. Envy eventually does fall, but time is of the essence now for GE as they start to push their way in. Unitán is making the difference. He gets the res across as well. Davai is dealt with. Unitán coming alive when it's needed the most. Can they get the better of something and get that defuse? It's all good. GE have a round.
And he's the one, of course, to take down the duelist of PRX. Comes back in, swings on a swivel, and suddenly you have the res back. A quad kill out for the round, and this is exactly what they've been needing. It feels like they should be able to. PRX doesn't have the guns right now. They only have positioning around A, and it's the same wall again. They're going to be thinking about Unitán possibly taking through the tree, but something has an entry!
Yeah, something out of nowhere. He'll be shut down before it gets too exciting for PRX. Now it's Davai's turn. Oh no, the double from Davai. Just as GE start to look alive again, now it is very much hanging in the balance. Autumn holding strong. Can't quite hold the line. Jing half HP below that, in fact, and it's Crystal in another clutch.
He has an ult.
Crystal will not find him.
Just roll off the back. But he's going to trust in the ult.
Jing's going to walk in behind him and shoot him in the back of the head. Crystal's got no idea. Oh, another one for PRX.
And PRX had absolutely none. Just the Sheriffs. And Davai somehow finds another multi-kill for all of Autumn's efforts. Down to the last.
Absolutely dominate, but GE have to take this as a learning experience going forward. Hopefully they can learn in this series, but so far we're just not seeing it. PRX, another double entry. There's really nothing to be done here for GE at all, and PRX are running rings around them.
I mean, what's the lesson here, Jordan?
I'll pick up what you're putting down. I would say, actually, though, that PRX looking all class at the moment. They are just on point. They are delivering the level that you would expect. You have to lock in for something soon. Want It's Jing with the showstopper. But it's not going to find anything just yet. He goes through the cage. Autumn, that's a really bold move when you know the showstopper has been pulled. Crystal, only a 1-for-1 again. The ace hack cracked open without too much drama here for PaperX.
At least though, Avi has the flash, wants to go fast.
Straight through it. Yudatan gets himself one. It's not quite going to be enough. Harvey's position noted as well. Envy spotting him around the corner and something locking in onto Patman as well. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think you kind of have to be taking some risks now as GE, because playing standard clearly is not working for them. They've got to try something different. Throw a fox among the hen house, throw a spanner in the works, see if you can find a way to unsettle PaperX. But the thing is, like, now it seems like PaperX are just so far ahead. They're riding so far on that wave of momentum.
Just spear tackling them through and through. Now it's the Vi out with an Odin, and they're marching down C. Autumn trying to slow it down.
He's doing a pretty good job of it, actually. Autumn eventually does get brought down by Forsaken, but the reinforcements will arrive here for GE and filter their way out through the door. The PaperX pushed away. And a res as well to try and secure this final round of the half. A 9-3 would be something for GE to work with. Unless Forsaken, of course, can pull off a minor miracle in winning this round. He does have the spike. That gives him opportunities.
Knows they're hot on his heels.
He's playing ring around the rosy with GE pretty nicely. He's hoping to isolate a duel here, and he's been able to do that, but down to 31 HP.
Gets one more, he has the TP. Maybe he could go somewhere. It'd be risky, but it could work. So much time to work off of as well.
I don't have a lot of faith.
In towards more control around the map, around the fights. That's the confidence. That's the form.
Again, GE obviously coming to today wanting more than that. They want more than what they've been able to deliver so far. They've picked up only 9 rounds total over the 2 maps. And that might be continuing, although Envy, whipping a couple of shots gives the opportunity back.
And how you kind of hold out. The spike clearly planted the same spot for Tree. Just a sheriff and a dream.
Vi's been able to put together a few good sheriff shots so far in this game, but doesn't even get the chance to shoot a bullet. So GE will be definitely hoping to improve upon that here on Lotus.
Yeah. That's just what we all want to see. Keep the dream alive. Go in. Guns blazing outside of B.
Bring them down.
GE will be slowed down a little by that dark cover. Looks like they're going to go through it anyway. Vi here to try and hold on. Good for one always.
Spike
well.
down, C.
Starting to get a little bit worried for GE that maybe PaperX can put something together. How did something get multiple shots off there? And now Jing coming into play as well. That's the spike dropped, and Autumn is nowhere to be seen.
Jing has a gun.
Carefully until he decides to cross. Again, he's got no idea where Autumn is. Here's the peek. Spotted. 30 seconds for Autumn to try to work with a bold peek from Jing, and he gets it done again for PaperX. They are just making no mistake at the moment as they continue to put GE in the ground.
You think about PaperX playing to their peak form, and that's scary. PaperX playing this fearless is just straight up terrifying. No armor, but Jing starting to come crashing down. We go back into it again, and there's no mobility whatsoever. They try to sit PaperX down with utility, but it's more peaks.
I mean, it's just crazy.
We'll stay focused for this game for now. PaperX with all the guns in the world. High-low.
Jing's making it a little bit too easy right now. Forsaken can't hold on for the double, so Spike is allowed to transition its way toward A.
He's instantly thinking to wrap around towards the back, get that 180 flick, but there's just no chance. Envy, on the other hand, is just so comfortable. I mean, that's another thing. Both teams cut from the same cloth. Just always playing Valorant with a dream.
Ends in the favor of PaperX. Remember, it is a best of 5, so GE are not done just yet. It doesn't feel like they've come online at all so far in this lower bracket final. It is 1-for-1 to start off round number 16, and GE are going to try and take some momentum from that. Prowlers forward. Envy is a dead man walking, but Jing again in for the double, and there's just no answer right now for GE. Crystal's going to have to try to clutch it out. Pops the Annihilation. He's got that wall up as well. Devi's been caught. Forsaken. Have to get this one done alone. Tags through.
Forsaken set.
Still has to find one of these.
Come on.
Eventually, but it will not be this one. Another for PRX.
Patman fires back. You actually gain space into sight. You have the conviction to go through with Nightfall. Just the crumble in the post plant. A showstopper, a big dive. Our Defy as well. Just down to the one.
Even more mentally draining for GE. Forward hold on B. Worked out for something. Again, in the mix early on in the piece. Defy waiting for Harvey. Can't quite get it done. That's Steel Garden in the mix as well. But Forsaken is running amok amongst GE. He will eventually be brought down to heel, but I don't think it's going to matter at all. It is just Patman up against his former teammates, and surely nothing to be done. 13 secured for PRX, and right now they are making it look way too easy against GE.
Just another bloodbath again.